So, if you're watching this video right now, you're probably wanting to learn how to play BeamNG Drive for the first time. Because me personally, I had the same issue when I started playing, but I also grew my knowledge in this game, education, and everything else. So, I'm gonna guess that you're probably wanting to know how to play the game and to learn how to know the controls. So, in today's video, I'm gonna teach you guys every single control you guys have to learn to start playing BeamNG Drive. So the first thing that is when you download BeamNG Drive, you're gonna see this. So BeamNG Drive just got a new update. They added 2 new vehicles and they're really cool. I'll show that later. But in BeamNG Drive, of course, you have the main one, of course, it's quick start experiences. Free roam is like the most used one. Career is coming soon, and more. There's also BeamNG multiplayer, but I don't know how to use it in the new update, so yeah. But firstly, when you get into BeamNG Drive, you want to click on the free roam. Free roam is basically just driving alone and a bunch of stuff, but there's more to do it. So when you get into free roam, what you want to do is pick your map first. The best map I'm going to pick, honestly, is West Coast USA. I'm going to pick the highway because it's a map and I don't care what map you do. And then you have to wait for all this to load in. Yes, it takes a long time. And what I mean by it takes a long time, it takes a very long time. Alright, so let me give you guys a clear explanation. This is not the starter vehicle you guys will get. In the new BeamNG update, they actually let you choose your starter vehicle, but let me show you the actual starter vehicle that you will get to drive. This is the starter vehicle that you will drive when you first load into your first map at BeamNG Drive. It's a V8 four-wheel drive truck, and it looks nice. So the first control you want to learn how to do is either get out of your vehicle or turn on your vehicle. To turn off your vehicle is mostly going to be V. And to turn on your vehicle, you just have to do the same thing. Hold down V. And if you're wondering how to get out of your vehicle, you just press F. And then press F again to get back on your vehicle. And with your handy mouse here, you can also do this. And if you right click, you can also move around orbit too. And just do the same thing here. If you press C on your keyboard, you can also change camera angles. So you have the orbit, the driver, the hood, and the orbit. And the driver, you have a lot of controls. You can use the mouse to open doors like this. You can also do this, which will open the trunk right here. After learning how to do that, all you gotta do is do this, and boom, you have a good old V8 four-wheel drive engine. What you're seeing here is a manual car, as you can see here, right here. Now, if you're wondering how to drive manual, you can either drive it automatically or you can do it manually. Let me explain. So, if I press G on my keyboard to turn on the vehicle, there's multiple ways to do this. If you press Q on your keyboard, it will turn to realistic driving right here, as you can see right here. Realistic is a manual, and if you're wondering how do I drive a manual on keyboard, well, firstly, of course, it's a neutral. A Z and X is the only buttons that can basically shift you into gears. So X is forward and Z is backwards, of course. So if you press Z, you're in reverse. If you press X, you're back in neutral. And of course, if you press X, you're in first. And then go and then shift in the gears, all you gotta do is press X. Second gear, third gear, fourth gear. And of course, to slow down, all you gotta do is press S on the keyboard to slow down. Press Z to go back. Of course, to shift down. Z again to go to second. And then first. And I'm back in neutral. And to put it in park, all you gotta do is press P, then the car will not move at all. So basically, it's the same thing. You can, of course, open doors with your mouse. And then if you wonder how to open the hood, all you gotta do is do this, and then boom, you have your twin turbo engine. Now let me show you when you put it in automatic mode. Press Q, as you can see right here on arcade. Now all you gotta do is just that P to like down the parking brake and just go. As you can see here, it's gonna do it for me for Matt. It's gonna do it automatically because I'm in arcade mode. If I slow down, it's gonna do it automatically. Now, realistic equals manual, arcade equals automatic. Remember that. Now, let me show you the controls. So, if you go to options and go to controls and go to vehicle, put down any key button you want. So, of course, throttle is my W key, brake is my S key, steering left key is, of course, my A, and steering right key is my D. But, of course, if you have a wheel, you, of course, use the throttle for your, of course, acceleration pedal, and the brake, of course, for your brake pedal. And of course, if you want to do something, if you don't like the Z and X for shifting up, shift down, you can of course change that too. But that is also how you can do that too. But there are also cool features when you're in a vehicle. If you press Control on your thing, you will see there's like these like green dots and orange dots on the car. Guess what those are used for? You can move the car manually without even doing it. You can do that. You can rip the tire off. You can also rip the tire off your thing too. Which is not working for me at all for some reason. You can also take the mirrors off too, like boom, boom, and of course take the stupid wing off. And do a bunch of crap with that. And then also, right here at the bottom left, that's basically, it shows you how much damage you've done to your car. The red is very damaged, yellow is like a bit damaged, orange is medium damage, and green is like not even damaged at all. If you press escape to go right here, if you go to environment, this is basically you can do control. So you can do, of course, sunrise, morning, early noon, noon, late noon, afternoon, evening, sunset, and night. Or you can do -1 hour, +1 hour, -10 minutes, +10 minutes, or you can just do sunrise, or you can just do noon. And then for weather, of course, you can do cloud speed all the way that way, or cloud cover like that, or fog, which is basically just that. And gravity is my favorite one. Zero gravity, of course, you can float. Earth, Moon, Mars, Sun, Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Uranus, Venus, Mercury, Pluto, and negative Earth. Now let's do that. And then simulation speed. Well, I have a cheat for you guys. Now, before we get to the simulation speed, if you're wondering, oh, now my car is wrecked, now what do I do? If you actually press R, that's actually how you reset the car. Now, if I go back to escape, I go to environment, go all the way down to simulation speed. You can also do the simulation speed maybe slow or like that and that. This is what that is 4x's, 10x, that. Let's see. Tire marks. I don't know what these are, but I'm gonna just do this. Okay. Now you have a clear understanding of what to do. If you go back to, of course, if you have escape, go to vehicles, and just pick a vehicle that you want. I'm gonna go here and pick this vehicle right here, and then you can either press spawn new or replace current. Now you have this big duty vehicle. Cool feature about this game, if you actually press escape again, go to vehicle this is where you do a lot of stuff. So if I just press bumper here, I spelled wrong. Bumper, this is where I'm gonna change it. So if I don't want this, I can just do this, select ultra heavy duty bumper, and boom, I have it gone. If I want to do my bed, if I want to take my bed out, all you gotta do is go to do that. Short flatbed. This is basically just that, but I want to do a short flatbed. And now, if you don't want a hitch, well, we can say that too. Just type in hitch, receiver hitch, and boom, done. Basically, this disc, you can just basically change anything you want on the vehicle, including parts, tuning, color, save, load, debug, or just color too. So I want to just have it all black because I'm like that. I like it like that. So yeah. And every car has the same thing. So this is basically the interior for my truck. Of course, if I press Q, it has realistic mode. If I just do that, number 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so on and so on. Now you have the basics of basically every car in the game. Let me show you something else. The map. So, the map is basically the most important thing of this entire game. Because if you are on the other side of the city right here and you want to get to here, well, I have a surprise for you. If you press here, you can either set the route and drive all the way there, or you can just quick travel. Like that. And boom, you're right here. It's basically just quick transportation. And there are mods in this game too, but I haven't really got down to that. Like right here I have a couple mods like map, but yeah. But I actually do have a map, but I forget how to get that, so yeah. Now, let me show you how to pull trailers in this game. So there's many type of trailers. There's that. Of course, there's many trucks that go with the trailer, but we'll get to that. Firstly, let's start off with a good old trailer with unloaded. Now I have my trailer. Yes, it counts as a vehicle. I don't know why, but all you have to do is go to vehicles, pick any truck. Honestly, we can just go with this truck because it's not that heavy of a trailer. Now, if you're wondering, how do you hook up a trailer? If you actually press L on your keyboard, and this one doesn't have a hitch. Never mind. Give me a second here. Okay, now I have an actual truck that has a hitch. If you just press L, you'll see orange. If the color matches up with the hitch, you're good to go. All you gotta do is back up to it, and then it'll just move automatically, and boom, there you go. And no, I just did it, but and now you have a trailer connected to your hitch. Truck, which you can do anything you want to it. You can drift it and do all this stuff with it. And I just broke it. Damn it. Now, if you want how to unhook it, just press L, and then boom. Done is done. Now we're gonna go on to a bigger trailer. We need of course, bigger truck. So I'm gonna pick this truck, make it all black, and replace it. This bad boy has a hitch and a hitch right here. So if you just get out, now, fun fact, if you press tab, you can switch between vehicles like this and do the same thing. So right now we're gonna go ahead and actually we're gonna pick a gooseneck trailer. So it's the same thing but just different. Now we have a good old gooseneck trailer. Just press tab. Now I would just do this because why not? Press L. Now this is yellow and that's yellow. That's orange. That's not orange. So guessing that you should probably just do this. Now all you gotta do is just do the same thing and it will just hook up automatically. And boom, done. You have your own gooseneck trailer hooked up to your own truck. Boom. You can you can drive like that. So basically, all trailers are basically the same thing, but they have different colors for hitches. Like I've been showing the whole entire time. Now we're gonna move on to a semi truck. And yes, a semi truck. Yeah, I know, pretty cool, right? Now we're gonna pick a normal semi truck, so we're gonna just pick, this. Now, for semi trucks, it's basically the same exact thing, but a little, yeah, honestly. So we're gonna pick a normal trailer like this one, and like that. All you gotta do is press L, and then of course we have a blue for receiver hitch and a green for the force hookup. That's green, so we're gonna back up. And boom, done. We have our own trailer like this. Now, I'm gonna go on a little drive just so I can talk. If you can't hear any audio, I made it that way, so yeah, I'm sorry. Back to the map. So, if you're gonna be you're probably wondering, so we're gonna do on the map. Well, the map is we're gonna go on a little ride and we're gonna, just pretend to deliver something. So we're gonna actually just go on a little drive. We're gonna go on a little drive right here. Now, we're not gonna quick review because I wanna go for a little drive with you guys. Also, fun fact, if you press E on your keyboard, it's a radio menu, so you can have traffic, that, or that. Now, I'm gonna traffic. You can of course spawn police, normal traffic, no more traffic, all that. We're gonna spawn normal traffic because why not? Alright, now I have normal traffic. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna show you to a realistic because I'm a manual guy. Well, I can't drive manual in real life, but I can definitely drive manual in this game because it is really easy to learn. And we are. We really got that quarter in our bank account, bro. Deadass. Alright, now I switch routes. Okay, now it's time to go that way. Great. Okay. Wide turn here. And no, you don't have to care about any stoplights. Like, there's no police in this game unless you add them to the game. You'll get used to manual when you learn how to do it a lot. And if this video has been helping you a lot, make sure to, of course, like, subscribe, or, of course, save it if you want. Because this video is mostly just for gaming and learning how to play games. But we're almost there, but the reason I want to go for a little drive is because I want to tell you guys about this BeamNG. So, BeamNG, of course, is known for its realistic crashing game, gameplay, and everything else. The game costs about $30 on Steam, unless it's on sale for a lower price. I created this channel because I like gaming, and I really know a lot with gaming. I'm gonna do other, of course, learn how to play games in the future, but now we're gonna do BeamNG Drive. So if you learn how to play BeamNG Drive, hopefully this video did help you out. So yeah, there's many different semi trucks you can of course drive. There's of course Ferrari, like not Ferraris, like supercars you can drive. I'll show you later, but for now let's just get to our destination. So that white beam, of course, in the air is of course our destination. Oh yeah, this is really bad. I might crash. I'm also going to show you how crashing works in this game. So yeah, but for now let's just get to our destination first. Of course, it will say you have reached your destination on the top left. Alright, now we have successfully learned how to, of course, do all of that crap. Now I'm going to unhook this trailer. So earlier I was talking about Lamborghini and Ferrari. This right here is a fake Lamborghini, and this here is a fake Ferrari, and this here and this is a fake BMW. So just to tell you guys that. But we're gonna choose a good car. We're gonna actually choose a Ferrari. Now, there's many types of Ferraris. You have the off-road, I guess, one, and the fastest one. We're gonna pick this one because I want that one. All right. Now I'm gonna show you guys what crashing looks like in this game, because this game is mostly popular for their crashing, of course. So I'm gonna go at fast speed and then crash into this truck right here. Plug. So as you can see here, I crashed into this truck, and the damage is not that bad, honestly. and I'm stuck. Great. Alright, so I moved to a different map because that map is getting boring. So this map is basically just like a hometown map, basically. That's all I can say, honestly. So if you like role playing, I would suggest you going into this neighborhood. You have a nice blue house right here with a small driveway. So yeah, like well, this house has this driveway, but I just use that. I don't know. Shut up. And of course, we have this house right here, and we have this big house with a good driveway right here, and we have, of course, this house I don't use at all, and you have this house with a nice driveway right here, and that house with a driveway too. That's in the map. So this is basically the entire map. So of course, there's some cabins down here, but that's for off-roading. But of course, if we actually go all the way here, there's a house. What is that house actually? I think it's So this house is basically just like a like acreage house, and then of course there's like a dirt road leading to that, and there's also a dirt road leading to like this like river, but it's it's weird. I don't know. But if you actually go right on this road there and just follow this, yes, there's potholes, but just follow this road. There's this nice red house right here. So that is basically everything that you have to know about BeamNG Drive. That's basically all the basic controls about the game. If there's more, of course, you can of course comment on the video and I will make a quick short about it. But if this video did help you guys, please consider subscribing to the video and liking the video and commenting if it did help or give you more info. But this is the first video on my channel. Hopefully you, of course, enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon in the next video. Peace out, guys.